Students, under lesson of metals and non-metals, today we will see the next part of the lesson, and it is the noble gases. Before that, in last lectures inside we had seen properties of physical and chemical properties of metals and the non-metals. Okay, and now we will see the noble gas. So last lecture inside I told you that what is noble metals, which are the noble metals. So some metals like gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. What they told you, metals which are gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rhodium are noble metals. These are the noble metals. They occur in the nature in elemental state. Hmm? Gold, which is 100% pure, is called as a 24 karat gold. Okay, 100% pure gold is it. There is no any kind of mixture in it. So that gold is called as a pure gold, and its purity is 24 karat. We say to it 24 karat. If they are adding some elements like the copper or silver inside it, so its purity what happens decreases, and that is called as a 22 karat gold, 20 karat gold. In that way, as per the substance which they are added in it, its purity decided. As a result, the ornaments made from the pure gold bend. Okay, what they told you, as a result the ornament made by pure gold bend and break due to the pressure. Because of pressure they are breaking. Therefore goldsmith mix it, what they are adding, the copper, otherwise silver, they are adding inside this gold, so it becomes hard, and ornaments are made by from 22 karat gold with still smaller carat values are also there. Okay, and according to the carats, what happens, the values of the gold is decided. So that is about the noble metal inside gold we had seen. Now these noble metals are used because of its property. They are not reacting with any other metal. Because of that property, gold is a, what happens, these noble metals are there like gold, silver, platinum are used to prepare ornaments. For making ornaments we are using this what noble metals. Silver is used in medicines. Okay, it has a antibacterial property. Okay, if you see in olden days inside that Raja Maharajas are there, or they are eating in the plates of silver. Okay, because it gives the what antibacterial property also, and it gives strength also. If you see nowadays the Chyawanprash are available, and if you see its ad, you will notice that they are telling to us here gold and silver is used at the time of making what that Chyawanprash. So these things properties are there, and that's why what happens, this gold and silver, because of the properties gold and silver using in the different places. So gold and silver also used to make metals. Okay, for making metals they are using. Gold and silver also used to make few electronic devices. Okay, because they are good conductors of electricity. Platinum, palladium metals are used as a catalyst. Means these two are there. What is catalyst? I told you, the substance which does not take part in the chemical reaction. The substance which does not take part in chemical reaction, because but presence of it increases the speed of reaction. So these are the what uses of noble metals. Inside it, gold, silver, platinum used in the ornament. Silver is used in the medicine. Gold and silver is used for making medals, and gold, silver also used to make the few electronic devices, and platinum, palladium are there. They are using as a catalyst. Now next part is the purity of gold. When we ask a rate of gold in shop, it always differ. Why it is? The gold is noble metal. In nature it occurs element form. Okay, it occur in element form, means directly it is in the elemental form is there. It's a means oxides, otherwise it's a sulfide, it's are not present. It is present in gold form, gold only Au, that is aurum, means only the gold. it forms in AU only. And generally other metals, like suppose iron is there, so it form its oxides form inside we are getting, and we have to purify it. Okay, and then we have to take out from this iron. So first of all, pure gold is soft. The reason behind it is that the gold's rate is differ from one place and different places. Reason behind it is that the pure gold is what just now I told you. Pure gold means 100% pure gold. It is 24 karat gold, and that pure gold is soft. Therefore, gold ornaments prepared by pure gold break and bend due to the pressure. Okay, if you have to use it very carefully, otherwise what happens, it breaks. And that's why the ornaments made by the pure gold make break. Okay, because it is 24 karat gold, and 24 karat gold is soft. Hence goldsmith adds specific amount of copper or silver in pure gold. So he is adding a pure gold inside, he is adding silver, otherwise gold, to make it hard. To prepare ornaments, 24 karat gold is used. So for making ornament, 24 karat gold is used. Means inside it how much, suppose it is, just now I told you 24 karat gold means what, it is 100% pure. So out of 100, what they are doing, 8.44% of what they are adding the silver, otherwise copper in it, and its purity what happens, decreases, and what happens, its hardness increases, or it becomes hard. Okay, and that gold is 22 karat gold, and that we are using for making ornament. Okay, and that's why what happens, their gold rate is decreases. So 24 karat inside 100% gold is there, 22 karat inside 91.66% gold is there. Next, 18 karat gold, 18 karat gold inside 75% gold is there, means remaining 25% is there. It is what, it is silver, or either it is copper. Next, it is the 14% gold. See here how much percentage gold is here, 58% is gold is there here. So remaining how much percent, 42% is there, nearly 41 point something, 41.33, this much percent of what, copper, otherwise what they are adding inside it, copper, otherwise silver they are adding. 12% gold is there, 50% only gold is present. Okay, 50% gold and 50% copper, otherwise silver, and 10% gold is there, and inside what happens, 41.66 is the its a purity. And due to this difference in the adding the material like copper and silver in it, its values are different and its purities are also different from one another. Okay, now next point is the corrosion. So what is corrosion? Sometimes if the iron articles left over as it is in the environment, otherwise in our home also, suppose that copper utensils are there on our that copper utensils are there that we are using for the collecting water, otherwise the statues of the gods are made up of that color, that material. Okay, so we see a Greek blue color spot on the which copper utensils inside. If this is a copper utensil, then on it what happens, the blue color spots are we can see on it. And iron articles are there, suppose we see a brown color layer is formed on it, on the surface of this iron rod. Otherwise if you see the silver, then what happens, it is also shows the, it shows the greenish color layer on it. Okay, so this is because of what, corrosion. Means these metals are there, they are reacting or they form the compound with the different gases, and due to this what happens, the corrosion of the metal takes place. Now here what they gave us, gases in the air react with metals. What they told you, gases in the air reacts with metal in presence of moisture. If moisture is there, means water content is there, it may be in the air, it may be in the form of liquid. So to form the metal compounds, what they form, the metal compounds they form. For example, iron sulfide, iron oxide, in that way they form their compound. The metal get affected by this process, and due to corrosion what happens, the metals get affected and undergo what is called as a corrosion. Okay, they undergo corrosion. Now here it is, this is the statue. If you know this statue, this is the Statue of Liberty. Okay, if you see its color, it is what it looks green color. Okay, so there is a Statue of Liberty in sea near New York City, America. In New York City, America, inside the Statue of Liberty is there. The original surface of this surface of their statue was made up of copper. It is made up of copper, and you know the copper's color, how it is there and how it is looking. But now it looks green. If you see to this statue, you will see its color is green. See, its color looks like a greenish. Okay, and but now it looks green. This is because green color copper carbonate, what it is there, CaCO3, copper carbonate, sorry, CaCO3 not CuCO3. So because of this, what happens, its color is what, it looks green. Okay, and that means this copper is there, it combines with the the carbonate which was present in the air, and the reaction takes place, and what it forms, copper carbonate, and has been formed by the reaction of copper and carbon dioxide. Okay, copper plus CO2. Okay, the reaction takes place, and what it forms, and moisture plus H2O, and what it forms, the copper carbonate. And this is nothing but it is a corrosion of that metal. Now here it is, the activities there, make a list and discuss. Prepare a list of the examples of corrosion in everyday life insights, which you see the examples. Okay, that you have to note down. Okay, window panes are there, suppose, and color of the window pane is just removed by some reason from it, then what happens, then it starts to corrosion. The reddish color deposit form on the iron by reaction with the oxygen gas. Reddish color deposit is formed on iron by reaction of oxygen gas. A greenish color deposit formed on the copper by the reaction with carbon dioxide gas. Okay, the copper reacts with carbon dioxide gas and it forms the green color layer. Iron react with the oxygen, it forms the reddish layer. A blackish color deposit formed on silver by reaction with the hydrogen sulfide, means that a silver is there when it reacts with the hydrogen sulfide, H2S. Okay, then it forms a black color layer on the silver. To prevent corrosion of metals, so to prevent the corrosion of metals, what we have to give, metals, layer of oil, grease, varnish and paint are applied on them. So we have to give this type of layers on it. Which layers we have to give? On the metal, one more metals layer we have to give, which is not reactive metal. Then layer of oil if we give, grease, varnish, paint are applied on them. Also, plating with another non-corroding metal is done. Okay, means we can see the silver coated or gold coated articles are there. Okay, so these articles are there, there another substance is there, and on it what, the silver layers coating is given to it. And due to this process, the contact of metal surface with air lost, means metals does not comes in contact with the air, and due to this what happens, corrosion cannot takes place. When the corrosion takes place, when the metals are there, they comes directly contact with the air, surface of the metal. When directly comes in the surface of the air, it may be silver, it may be ferrous means iron, it may be copper. Okay, these substances when comes in contact with the air, then its corrosion takes place. But when we are giving coating on it, when we coat it, then what happens, the metal is not coming in contact with the air, and the corrosion stops. Okay, it is the mediator. Next it is the alloy. What is alloy? A homogeneous mixture, a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or homogeneous mixture of metals and non-metal is called alloy. There are two things are there. Metals they are adding to the metal inside, two or more metals. Otherwise metals and non-metals. If they are come together, that homogeneous mixture is called as a not heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixture means we cannot separate the substances. This is called as a alloy. Alloys are made by mixing the constituent element. How we can make the alloy? By mixing the constituent elements as per requirement. Okay, there is a particular percentage is there for each metals, and if we are add it in it, then what happens? The alloy is formed. So first alloy is the stainless steel that we will see. So the for example stainless steel, it is a alloy of, you see the stainless steel how it is there, it is a shining silver colored material is there, substance is there. So actually this is used in the home, okay, and it is an alloy of iron and carbon. What they told you, iron and carbon's alloy is the stainless steel. You know that iron it is rusting and carbon is black in color, it is non-metal. So this stainless steel is the mixture of metals and is a alloy of metal and non-metal, and with this chromium and nickel is also present inside the stainless steel. The mixing of this all is called as a what? It is called as a stainless steel. Now next alloy is the bronze. Bronze is actually pitar we are saying in our home. It is also an alloy, but it is the alloy of whom? The copper and the tin. These two metals are there in a particular proportion inside. If they are adding and if they are making the homogeneous mixture of it, then it forms the what? The alloy of the bronze. Okay, now if you see here this, do you know there is an iron pillar in the premises of Qutub Minar? So there is an iron pillar in the premises of the Qutub Minar in Delhi. Okay, if you see here, this is the okay, and made up of about 1500 years ago, and the pillar was lustrous even after many years, and it is shining now also. It is shining, it was not get rust after so many years, and this is because of the ancestor, means our ancestors are there, they made it from an alloy, and that's why what happens, it is still it is shining, it is not, it had not get rusted. Okay, this is the iron pillar. Okay, this is not rusting because our ancestors also knows the how to make an alloy, that property they knows. It contains a small portion of the carbon, silicon and phosphorus is mixed inside the iron. What they are adding? Carbon, silicon and phosphorus, small proportion inside they add inside it, and that's why what happens, it is not get rusting. So it is also a alloy. Now the cheap variety of stainless steel is made sometime by using the copper instead of costly nickel. Means instead of, as you know that nickel is a costly material, so instead of it what happens, the copper it is used, and you might have seen the vertical cracks in stainless steel vessels. So that cracks are because of using the copper instead of nickel in it, and that's why these cracks are there. We can see sometimes stainless steel utensils are there, they shows the cracks. You might have been knowing the scrap dealer, they do not, and they do with the what they do with the scrap and why it is needed, just they are using it for the making another material. Okay, otherwise they are melting and they are making the again some utensils. So that is the use of the scrap he is taking. So today we have finished this lesson, and the lesson is the which metals and the non-metals. So the chemical physical properties, and afterwards uses of the metals, non-metals and noble gases, purity of gold that we had seen in this lesson. So today we will stop here only. All of you complete the exercise, and I was forgot to tell you that to complete the exercise of the last lesson also, you have to complete both the lessons exercise and you have to send me. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you.